Okay, we are ready for tonight's broadcast. Welcome to Financial Friday with Dr. Kings. And, we are ready for tonight's broadcast. Welcome to Financial Friday with Dr. Kings. Please come online, come online, come online. Let your friends know that we are on. Let your friends know that we are on. Wherever you are watching from, you are welcome. You can share the video, you can share the live stream. You can let your friends know that we are on for this and also share. Let your friends know, share. Okay? This night promises to be great because we'll be dishing out some secrets, things that we have practically practiced in our life and it work. This night we'll be dishing it out. We'll be dishing it out. Those things that we have done and it worked for us. So we are bringing it to your doorstep this night as you join us on this segment. Don't forget, this is Financial Corner and I'm your host on this, Dr. Kings. And on today's segment, we shall be talking on grow your income. Grow your income. You know, one thing is to have a stream of income, and another thing is to maintain that stream of income. In tonight's video, we will take our time to explain to you how to grow your income. Income is not something that happened by chance. Income is not something that you leave in your pocket. Income is not something that you keep anytime you want it, you go and pick it up where you keep it. No, it's something that you work on. It's something that you put on work. So much work is required to build your income. Income is not an emergency fund. Income is not something that comes to you. And again, for the purpose of this video, income is not salary. Income is not salary. Salary is what you get for the job well done. You understand? For your time. Salary is what you get for the job well done, for the time you have put in working for your employer. So what they are paying you as salary is what they think your time worth in their own understanding, in their own setting. What they think your time worth is what they pay you as salary. But income is what you make whether you are working or not. Income is what you make whether you are working or not. And income is as a result of value that you place on yourself. Income is as a result of value that you place on yourself. On this video, I'll be bringing out things that you can do to add that will grow your income. There are to do to add value to yourself, and in the other way around, your income. If you say, okay, I want to grow my income, you are just wishing. Growing your income is not by wish. Growing your income requires a work. You need to put in the work to grow your income. Until you put in the work, you cannot grow your income. So growing of income have a work to do. Growing your income is something that you plan for. It's something, it needs education. It requires education. Hey, don't get this twisted. You may be a graduate. You may be a graduate without education on how to grow your income. Because the kind of education system we have is strictly based on administrative, not on creative. They don't teach you to create. They teach you so that you will be a good manager. You can manage this and this, not your own, for others. Anybody you see breaking out from that circle is people who go extra mile to do something different from what they were taught. People who go extra mile to do something different from what they were taught. They are the people that you always see that make more. They are the people you always see they make more in order to grow their income. Growing your income is not by wish, it's not by prayer. If you like, pray from now till next year, you can't grow your income. Because after prayer, there are work to be done. And if you do those work without prayer, you can still grow your income. I'm not taking out the fact that prayer is important, prayer is essential, prayer is needed. But what I want us to know is that you need to have the strategies, you need to have what it takes to grow your income before you start praying. What prayer can do for you is to position you, make you everyone's favorite, so that those, even if there are people doing those services before you, if you start doing your own will just be in high demand. That's what prayer will do for you. But if you are not doing anything and you are praying, man, God give you brain so that you can give him rest. Use your brain and stop giving God so much work. Stop making God look as if he don't know what he's doing or he didn't create you with a good ideas. Okay? Stop making God look like that. See, on tonight's broadcast, I will be taking us on a serious journey, and that journey have to do with growing your income. Let's proceed. I believe we have people on now who are interested, and I can see some people both on Facebook and on YouTube who are already waiting. So let's roll so that we can see how fast and how far we can go on this. One, to grow your income, you need to do the following. This is what most of these motivational speakers or teachers, they don't tell you this, but this is what many of them do, but they may not tell you about it. All those people that sell course outlines online, this is what they do, but they will not take you through the practical steps. They can sell the course outline to you and you go and read. If you don't read it, you will not get it. And most of the times you read it, but you will need on the hand training. Let the person hold you by hand or physical presence to study the person. You may even have the time or create the time to understudy the person, but the person will not have that time for you to understudy him or her. Does it mean it doesn't work? It do work, but it all depends on individuals. Listen, one of the things you need to do to create or to grow your income is, one, prioritize your education. Prioritize your education. You may be a graduate. You know, that's one of the discrepancies we are having these days. You see somebody who say, I'm a graduate. You are a graduate, but you don't have anything to offer. You are a graduate, but most of the school dropouts are the people you are working for. Why they are using your 24 hours or your 8 hours or 9 hours for you to work for them? They are traveling abroad to go and get some certification. But when you want to talk, you keep emphasizing you are a graduate, you are a graduate, you are a graduate. Listen, for you to grow your income, you need to prioritize your education. Even if you are a graduate, what is that you have passion for? What is that whenever thing, go and get more education on that thing. Go out of your way, get more education on that thing. If you can get more education on that thing, that whenever you hear about it, something inside you jumps up. Whenever you hear about it, something inside you tells you you can do this. If you can go out of your line or out of your way to get education, a sound education that can take you, hey, you can grow your income. By the time you have gotten enough education on that purpose, on that skill, on that gifting, on that talent, people will want to pay. People will want to invest. People will want to pay money for you to come And even if it is comedy, even if it is song, listen, a lot of people play instruments today. They don't do any other thing. They play instruments. And you see people invite them, pay them. They even pay their logistics, aircraft, and other things with their team members, also pay for their hotel, also host them in the program. And while they are going, they give them honorarium. Why? They prioritize that thing. They may start it small. When they started it, it may be small, but with the advent of time, they will go into making it work by going for more extra training. You want to grow your income. You want to grow your income, but you are not. When last did you get a certification on that your work? That thing you are doing that is putting food on your table, when last did you get a certification? You just gain that job and you think that's the end of the world. You don't want to upgrade yourself. You don't want to update yourself. Listen, knowledge keeps getting more important as seconds tick. It's no longer as day pass by, as seconds tick. As we are making this video now, some people are making some research on how to better themselves from what they know yesterday. And you are so comfortable because you work in oil and gas finance company or industrial company. You are just comfortable with what you are paid. If somebody that have a better certification more than you, that just graduated last year, comes to that company, that person will head you. Experience will not matter much here. That person will head you based on certification. And outside the certification, you don't know where that person might have worked before coming to that company where you are. So in your mind, you are comfortable, you are relaxed, you've been here. In fact, you can be boasting, we are the people that started this company. But the person with a better certification, a better exposure, and a better knowledge of the work will always head you in that organization. Number 2 on this video is learn to negotiate. Have negotiation skill. Have negotiation skill. Listen, when you develop yourself, when you find your purpose, when you locate your destiny, work on it and become a master in that. Do you know what you have simply done? You have placed a price tag on yourself that mortals cannot question. Let me repeat. When you find your purpose, when you discover your destiny, when you work on yourself, you have placed a price tag on yourself as individual, be it as a corporate entity or an individual. You have placed a price tag on yourself, which mortals cannot question. How do I mean, Dr. Kings? Listen, you are a motivational speaker. You teach people on finance or you teach people on health and well-being. They may pay your flight ticket. They may pay you millions for you to come and take them on the same aerobic session that aerobics coach have been doing, but he lacks updates. He lacks development. He's not used to the changes that have happened within the short period of time. He is still depending in his ancient. He has never graduated into ancient and modern, neither knowing what is playing out there. So people like that will always sit in that their office claiming Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Why people who just learn new skills yesterday will come to that their domain, that their space, teach people, take people on aerobics class, on fitness class, on all the classes classable, which they're supposed to be doing. But because they are moribund, they are living in the years, not yesterday, yesteryears of their knowledge. But somebody who have a fresh knowledge of today will come in that their domain, take people on courses and training that they are supposed to do. And you see people like that, they will start to grumble. They don't pay us well. No. Develop yourself. Find your purpose. And in that your purpose, make sure that there is something we call on-the-job training. Your annual leave is not supposed to be a time you go to your house and start sleeping, or you go and start traveling to visit family and friends. No, it should be a time that you go out to improve on what you think you know. Get new skills, improve on that thing you are doing, get new terminologies, build a network, meet people who are doing that, ask them questions. What is new in this our profession? What is new in this our field? Because if you keep on depending on what you've learned or what you were taught in the school and you graduated with, you end up living in yesterday. Meanwhile, people have moved forward. And when you don't have a good knowledge of what you are doing, when you are not upgrading yourself, updating yourself, making yourself to be relevant, how can you negotiate? You will not negotiate well. So the easiest way to learn how to negotiate is to have what I call updating yourself on a regular basis. Updating yourself on a regular basis. If you have all the certification, even if you started as a junior staff in that organization and you have fresh certification, by the time you have it and come back, you can call your management to a meeting, a roundtable discussion, and say, hey, this is my new certification. I've gotten this, and it cost me this, and this is the knowledge I've gotten, and this is what I can bring to the table. For this purpose, I make demand for a pay increase or for a promotion. Yes, every promotion comes with a pay increase. But if there is non-availability for promotion, then ask for a pay increase. And for you to ask for a pay increase, you need a good negotiating skill. If you are not bringing anything to the table and you go to ask for a pay increase, to negotiate for a pay increase, what do you think will happen? Your organization, your management will start looking for people they will pay with half of your salary. But when you have mastered your expertise and you are asking for a pay increase, they will not have any option than to attend to you and do that which you are asking for. Next on this video is spot opportunities. Learn how to spot opportunities. You know, I once met some people who were working in a place. One of them was boasting. He said, I have been in this company for 12 years. And when I look at him, he's not looking it. He's not looking it. I don't know if I would say I'm too smart or what I think is not what people think. Because if I'm sitting on my desk, I'm thinking the next 5-10 years. If I'm working with a company, I think of working for 2 years. Maximum, I've stayed there 3, 4, 5 years. It won't exceed 5 years. And from the first month, I will start planning myself. If I live here, can I be able to pay myself for the next 1 year? Even if I don't pay myself the total package they are paying me, can I be able to pay myself a certain amount for the next 1 year? With this thought, I will start planning immediately. I will start planning immediately on how to better myself, on how to project for the next 5 years in my being there. And you know what it do for me? It makes me cut my budget. This is what I want to do. Anything not in this budget for this month should go next month. No emergency of any kind. No emergency of any kind. I've gone past that stage where you say, this is emergency, let's do this. No. If it's not in the budget, it's not important. You understand? So learn how to negotiate. Have a good negotiation skill. It's not every time you go to meet with your management, you are telling them how many years you have worked. Spot out opportunity. Those opportunities, something may be lacking in that organization. Go and get expertise on those things that are lacking. If you get that expertise, then come back and tell them, I can add this to my job description. I can do this and that. I can do that and that. And if I'm to do this, I need this pay rise. I need these things to be done for me. You may not ask for promotion. If money is what you want, tell them, I want 70 or 50% pay rise. Even if it's 50 that you wanted, start with 70. So that plus and minus, both of you will come to a compromise, making it 50. Because if you start with that 50 and they have a good people who can negotiate for them, they can bring it down to 30, 35 maximum. So spot for the opportunity. When you see this opportunity and there is need for that opportunity to be filled up, I tell you, the management of your company cannot say no when you make demand for increase on your pay rise or your income. You understand? Spot for opportunity. Don't stay in a place for years without adding value. In that your domain where you are adding value, take a step further. Look for what to do to add more value so that without you, they will be calling, who else can do this? Do you know there is value you will add in a place that the company will not want you to go on your annual leave? You will be selling your annual leave to the company. They will pay you your leave allowance, pay you all that you need to get, like somebody who is going for annual leave and also want you to work for them. I don't know if you understand this. Why? You have spotted an opportunity invisible to others, but to you is visible. You spotted it, you are working on it, and they know you are working on it, and they trust your work, the quality of your work. So with that, they will not allow you to take even 1 week off duty for anything. They want you to be around, and also they will be willing to pay you anything you are demanding, in as much that work is involved. The next on this video is get a mentor. Get a mentor. I discovered that I study education, political science, but I discover I have a flair, I have interest in finance. And when I started my career newly, I worked with UAC, Mr. Biggs, a subsidiary of UAC. I worked from the store, I went to the central account department, the CAD. So when I see what was going on, I developed interest for finance. I developed interest, and I work under a man of integrity, British trained accountant, Mr. D.N. Dada. I work under him, and I have some colleagues in the office, senior colleagues, not some colleagues, senior colleagues, Kenneth Okorie, Mrs. Chibuzo Nwokolo Madoka, and a fellow Nangi, I think he's a chartered accountant now in Port Harcourt. I work under them, and I was understudying them, learning from them. I discovered that this network, they have different understanding of what we are doing, and they are specialists in their areas. And I'm the only person who is coming from a warehouse background, from the store background. Yes, I was studying maths and statistics then, doing OND, maths and statistics. But from where I came from, there was an opportunity in that place that they say, okay, this guy have done well where he is in his department. Let's bring him here and integrate him. That was how I migrated to finance. And when I came there, I didn't carry shoulder thinking I know whatever. I discarded everything I think I know and started learning afresh. I was so humble to a fault that all of them were willing to teach me. I didn't do, I'm bigger than this person in size, so let me insult the person. No. Mrs. Chibuzo Nwokolo, even till tomorrow, anywhere I see her, or if we are talking on phone, I used to call her Mama, and that's what I used to call her in the office. Kenneth Okorie, Mr. Kenneth Okorie is my boss till tomorrow. He's my boss till tomorrow. A fellow is also my senior colleague till tomorrow. D.N. Dada is like the mentor, the oracle himself till tomorrow. I understudied these people, and I started developing interest in finance, though I did not study finance in school. I didn't study finance in school. The only calculation courses I did was in maths and statistics. Okay, I switched to education, political science. Even there, we did statistics and maths as a borrowed course, not as a discipline. But when I left school, I started the urge to major in finances were there, I started going for certification courses. I started going for seminar. I started going for symposium. Yes, Mr. Beast did a lot for me. They sent me on Sage Pastor Evolution training, accounting package that even exposed me and make me vax into accounting world. Is a plus any day, anytime. Because of that, I have to leverage on that to start starting out for other courses that I can do so that I can be relevant. To a point, I have to register for ACCA. I don't have accounting background. I don't. And while I was doing these things, all I had in my mind was to make myself better and be open to opportunity that will show up. But I didn't know that a time will come that I will use it as a teaching process to be teaching people, and people will practice it and they are finding breakthrough in it. I didn't know. So getting a mentor will go a long way to help you if you want to grow your income. Have anybody do this thing? Did it work for that person? Which methodology, which process did this person follow? If it worked for that person, then all you need to do is to look out for that person, go and understudy that person. But the challenge we have with our youth these days is that when you talk about mentorship, all they believe in, let me come to that person. The person should leave every other thing he's doing and focus to me. Mentorship doesn't work like that. I once have a mentor that I will visit his church. I won't tell him I'm coming. I will go like every other member. I will sit under his ministration. And after he finished preaching, because he did not ask me to come and see him, after church service, I will carry my Bible and go. And the irony of it all is that anytime I come to the church and dress, hey, this is Dr. Kings. I may not have it all, but I have a good fashion sense. Anytime I dress to the church, the usher will take me straight to the front so that if he's preaching, he will see me and I will be looking at him. I came to drink from him. I came to understudy him. I came to learn. And anytime I'm going to see him, I always go with my pen and paper. But these days, you see people, you want somebody to mentor you. Anytime you go to that person, all you are looking at is what the person is wearing, how his house or his office look like. If your mentor allow you to come to his house, is a plus. The person loves you. But you don't go there to start competing, looking at the kind of interior deco he did. You want to do it for yourself. A good mentor may not visit you one day. But if you are ready to learn, what you will learn from them can change your life forever. A good mentor may not visit your house one day, but if you are ready to learn and willing, open to learn, what you will learn from him or her can change your life forever. But today, people will look for mentors. Once the person accepts to mentor you, the next thing is, when are you coming to my house? When are you visiting my office? Your office visitation or your house visitation is inconsequential. Focus on the business you went there for. Focus on what this person did to become a better person. Focus on what this person did to become a master in that thing that is giving you stress that you want to break even. Focus on that. If you can focus on that and go after that, I tell you, you will come out smiling. You will come out using what you learn from that person to grow your income. Listen, people are not stupid. People only pay you not because of the time alone, but because of the value you can add. Because of the value you can add. If you are in a place where you are employed to work as a data analyst, maybe you have a basic knowledge of data, analyzing data, and you are employed in a place where you don't even want to do anything data, and people doing it, you don't want to understudy from them, you don't want to learn. What do you think will happen? If anybody shows up that can do it better than you, they will show you the door out. And once they show you the door out, you start pushing it to your village people. I think in the dispensation we are, wickedness is free, but everything is not village people. If you can practice discipline, you may never pray for a miracle. Okay? Find a good mentor and be willing to learn. Not finding a good mentor to use it and boost your profile, but find a good mentor and be willing to learn. Can I tell you something? You can find a good mentor that people have been trying to reach all these years, but because of his busy schedule, they couldn't reach him. If those people know that he is your mentor and you are closer to him, what do you think will happen? They will say to themselves, you are drinking direct from this cup. So if you can drink direct from this cup, you can come around and do what we want him to do. You can also impart us with the knowledge that you have drink from him. So good mentorship is not supposed to be for profile building. Also learn. So when the opportunity will show up for you to display what you have learned from such a mentor, you will not flop and disgrace yourself. Next on this video is learn how to work smart. Learn how to work smart. Listen, in a working environment, there is something we call peak period. Just like in education setting, there is something we call peak period. Have you ever asked yourself, why you were in school, why is it they don't teach maths during afternoon, after break period? Why is it they don't teach mathematics after break period? Why? Because by that time, your temperature is high, you are intense, your point as in your focus psych have started dropping. As a result of the playing around, having some rest, they chat, what you talk with people during that break time, that psych have dropped. Your retention capacity have dropped. So they teach you, by that time you are fresh, that energy is still peak. Once you resume school in the morning, after your moral instruction and everything, you go to your class. First, second, third subject that will be taught for the day, one of them will be maths, because you are still fresh. Your brain can articulate well. Your mind can assimilate fast. That time you can travel far in thinking to get answers to any question that may be coming up. But in the afternoon, when the sun have increased, the temperature is high, you will discover that you can't do much when it comes to mathematics in school. So learn how to work smart. In a workplace environment, if you are working for an organization or for yourself, use your peak period to put in your best. Use your peak period to put in your best. I read one book. The title was Eat the Frog. Yes, Eat the Frog. Eat the Frog. And the author said, in your list of to-do, in your daily list of to-do, that you don't need those 100 things you write down. Out of that 100 things, select 2 that if you hit it, the remaining 98 will be incorporated into this 2 that you've done. Look out for that 2 that once you hit it, 98% will be incorporated. And when you are hitting it, attack it with all ferocity. Attack it with all your strength. So as you are getting it done, the remaining 98 are also being done. But if you want to be doing it number 1, number 2, you may discover before the close of business for that day, you will not be able to achieve all that you have written out to do. You will not be able to achieve it. So in your list of to-do, always look at off that 2, that once you do it, you have done every other thing. And let me take this break. If you are seeing me on this page for the first time, please kindly consider subscribing to this channel. Click the subscription button, turn up the notification bell, like this video, share, and drop your comment. If you have any question, anything you want me to answer based on this video or the previous video on Financial Corner with Dr. Kings, feel free to drop your comment. I will answer you. I will answer you, okay? You are part of the community we are building to raise millionaires. So feel free to drop your comment. I will answer you. Okay, let's proceed. Working smart doesn't mean carrying everything on your shoulder, running around the same time. No. Working smart simply means look out for those things that if you do them, if you're able to achieve them, you have executed 98, if not 99% of all the work to be done that day. Look out for all those things. Attack those things with ferocity. Go after them. Do them. Don't even give them space. Do them as if that day is the only time, that moment is the only time that you have. If you don't do it, it will not be done. Attack it with that mindset, and you will see that working smart pay, and working smart can put more income in your pocket. It can grow your income, because while you are working smart, your supervisors are watching, your managers are watching, your clients are watching. They will say, if this guy can use this short period of time to achieve this and that, then we can recommend him. He's a good expert. And once such thoughts start coming into their mind that you're a good expert, bear it in mind that your break even have come. Okay, so the next on this video is focus on value, not money. Focus on value, not money. Listen, just like I usually say, money is not everything, but money is needed for everything. Yes, I repeat, money is not everything, but money is needed for everything. Focusing on value will give you more money than focusing on money. Listen, let me explain something to you here. If your focus is strictly on money, you will use money mindset to scare your clients. You will use money mindset to scare people working for you or that you want to work for. But if your focus is truly on value, people will pay any amount to get that value. Let me give this illustration. I have a 2008 Honda Elysium. And since I bought the car, I bought it direct from Japan. Since I bought the car, I've never visited any mechanic to say, work on this engine, work on this one, work on this one. The only place I have visited is to service the car, changing the oil and the filter, and vulcanizer. That is the two places I have visited. Why? I look out after the car, I read the manual. They give in the manual, they say, I'm not doing advert for this lubricant company I want to mention, but for the purpose of this. In the manual, the oil required for servicing it is Mobile 1. Mobile 1. And that Mobile 1 is supposed to cover me up for 10,000 kilometers or mileage. The mileage or kilometer that Mobile 1 is supposed to cover me up is 10,000, which is for 1 year. So if I do that 10,000 in 3 months, I need to change that oil. If I do that 10,000 in 1 month, I need to change that oil. I need to go for service. Why? The value that the car is giving to me is making me focus on the value and not the money that I use in buying the car. If the car is not important, if it can't bring value, I wouldn't have parts with so much money to get such car. But because of the value, that the car is giving me, not the money is bringing, the value. I can do anything to make sure that that car is in good condition. Why? I'm the kind of person that I can travel in the night. I may tell or get a call, supply this, that. I will put it in the car and hit the road. The car doesn't even give me luxury. It helps my business. It helps my business. There are people I will go to do supply for. If I send dispatch or riders, they will look at it as common. But if I drive into their office premises or their compound carrying that order they make, you will see them telling their friends, yes, this is the guy I buy from, and he always bring it here. It may be the first time I'm doing that, but because I drive into their place carrying the order, you will see, to them it have elevated their ego, and they will start recommending me for others to patronize. And to me, is the value from the car, because I can enter keke, enter tricycle or any other thing, or taxi, and still carry the what they have ordered today. But doing it through the car, the value is there. So in growing your income, focus on value, not money. If you focus on money, you will chase your clients, you will chase those who want to do business with you. But if you focus on value, money will come after you, and your networking system or scope of network will increase. Why? Because you focus on value. Those that you render services to will be the one recommending you to other people, because you focus on value, not money. Okay, so learn how to focus on value that you bring to the table, not the money you will ask to be paid in return. Okay, thank you. The next number on this is decide on what you are willing to sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice? What? Let me use myself as an example. I made up my mind long ago that I cannot quarrel with anybody because of money. If you want to eat the money, eat it and go, but that will be the end of business between us. I will not quarrel with you. I will not stop talking to you. We will talk, but it will be the end of business between us. Eat the money and go. I won't even fight over it. I won't have bitterness against you. But we can't do any business that have financial involvement. We cannot. Never. Never. So focusing on what to sacrifice is important. You know why? When it happens, it won't be painful to you. It won't be fresh. It won't look new. It won't be like, why did this happen? No. When it happened, it happened. You can just push it out and keep moving. Why? You have made up your mind. You have tell yourself already before that time on what you can lose, what you are willing to sacrifice. Even if this thing didn't work the way I planned, this I can let go. You've made up your mind before that time. So even if it happened, it will not be something new to you. It will just be like one of those things. Even if it happened, it will just be like one of those things. So make up your mind on what you are willing to sacrifice. If it is time, if it is money, if it is relationship, if it is your comfort, if it is your resting hour, make up your time, your mind, what you are willing to sacrifice. Because every business that have to grow your incomes come with sacrifice. Every business that have to grow your income comes with sacrifice. You heard me mention on value. I said focusing on value, not money. I said if I get a call in the midnight to make a supply, in as much you have paid, I will deliver. In as much you have paid, I will deliver. So what can you sacrifice? What are you willing to sacrifice? For me, I'm willing to sacrifice my sleep. I'm willing to sacrifice my comforts in as much I can deliver that product to you, in as much I can deliver that order to you, in as much I can make you have that fulfillment. Because I know in you having that fulfillment, chances are that 1,001 people will hear it from you. What happened? Chances are the day you open that product to use, you may have guests and you start telling them how you happen to receive it, how it happened to get to you, how it was delivered. And those guests may say, wow, do we still have such business people? Do we still have such people who are willing to do this kind of thing? Okay, give me the contact. Let me patronize that person. So decide what you are willing to sacrifice. It will help you to grow your income. The next and the last on this video is learn to take risk. Learn to take risk. While I was growing up, I used to hear people, all our senior friends say, then they would just be talking, take risk and join the millionaire. Take risk and join the millionaire. So then if we are playing football, I don't usually like playing with them because in my mind, they may deliberately kick me and break my leg. But I keep playing with those in my age bracket and I was doing well. So one day they were playing, choosing players to play all these 5-a-side posts. It happened that they are not complete. They say, oh yeah, come and join us. When they say come and join us, I happen to be scared. Originally, I was scared. I said, okay, let me block the post. They say, okay, go to the post. Why the 4 men went ahead? As in, all those people I'm telling you now, they are, if not grandfather, big fathers, big guys. So they went to the front. I was back at the post. So it happened that day that as they are playing, my own is just to stay and be guiding the post. People they will shoot shot, I will bend, defend. I was doing that defending stuff. I focus on defending. As I was defending the whole stuff, we come to the end of the match. It happened that my team won. After that day, anytime they want to play, they will say, where is Kingsley? Where is Kingsley? Let him go to the post. So take risk. Learn to take risk. Yes, you may lose money. Today, if I show you a screenshot of various streams of income and various things that come to me at the end of the month or beginning of the month, you may marvel. But there were seasons in my life where I invested and I lost money. But persistence, consistency, and always putting in the best has made it look as if I have never lost any money. And you know the truth about it, what I have recovered, most of the money I have lost, both in naira and dollar, what I have gotten so far is at least 1/3, if not half portion of it. What I've gotten so far, which I know will last the test of time. So always make up your mind to take risk. That thing they want you to do may not be a conventional something. It may be something that people don't usually like to do, but they want you to do it. If you can do it, you will grow your income. But if you don't do it because people don't do it, you will still remain the way you are and still remain looking out for a senior man or senior boy that will give you naira and kobo. But if you can take that risk, if you can go a step further by taking that step and also taking those risks, even when people are not seeing the goodies hidden in it, be the only one seeing the goodies hidden in that risk and have the courage to take that risk. By the time you do, you will definitely come back happy that you do. And once you do that, you have also created much room to grow your income. I believe this video have educated you and I believe you learned a lot from this. Whatever question you have, please drop it on the comment section. I will reply you. I will answer you. And if this is your first time coming across this YouTube channel, kindly subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for the work so far. Thank you for your support. You know the good news? The good news is that we are touching life and we are seeing the work. So we are not discouraged. We'll keep doing this until we are able to complete 10 millionaires this year. Once we are done with that 10, we increase the number by next year. Okay, see you on my next video. I still remain your regular host, Dr. Kings, and I will be coming your way again on Financial Corner next week, Friday, by 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Thank you and stay blessed. I love you. Bye for now.